Not promote or promotion any illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant only for educational purpose only.
Fight better field position after the kickoff. You gotta do, you do it.
And you don't even have.
On the play.
Multiple flags on the flag.
Cause if you say another word.
Yeah, he came down the front.
Another Paul Gordon.
Take a kid from Shay and
Made a shower in the pocket, only for the Jeep.
I like that one. Fuba. Fuba. That's probably where Ponagansett is right now. Fuba. Effed up beyond recognition. But what is going on, everybody, man? Can you all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. You got sound. I kind of had to go outside to do this stuff. I got something I gotta do. But big shout out to the people that help us make this possible. You're gonna buy a home. Reach out to Kathy over at Home Smart Professionals. Give her a cellular call. 401-486-6587. Man, some good games went on last night. I thought Central would have played better. Big disclaimer, any copyrighted material used under the guidelines of fair use, which I don't think we'll have any copyright materials during this broadcast. But what is going on, everybody? Shout out to Nadim over there at LaSalle. LaSalle holding it down last night, boy. I'm sorry, Bishop Hendricken holding it down last night. But how about the Tolman Woonsocket game on Thursday night? We can't forget that. Woonsocket beats Tolman 21-20. Woonsocket is struggling this season. Hopefully they can straighten out their coaching problems, or whatever problems they have going on out there in Woonsocket. And shout out to Pawtucket, which really keeps coming up as Tolman High School. Crazy shit. Yo, go over there and shout out my son, Eric. What's up, Eric? Daddy proud of you, boy. Daddy proud of you. But anyway, get into some of these scores that went down. Some Friday Night Lights was kind of lit last night, right? West Warwick, man, shutting out Middletown. And look, if you want to come on the show, in the top left corner, there's a box. Just hit that QR code, and it's there we go. Shout out that QR code in the top left-hand corner. It should link you right into the stream. But West Warwick handling Middletown. Someone in West Warwick was like, "Oh, that Middletown game. Middletown is not the same program that it was. They in a rebuilding phase, man." LaSalle handling business against St. Ray's. Someone hit me up last night during the game, and a lot of people are blaming what St. Ray's has going on the head coaching. That ain't me. That isn't me saying it. They're saying we deep and we should have better head coaching over there at St. Ray's because Sassy is just not getting it done any longer. Now, again, I am not saying it, so I don't want to hear pour this, pour that. It is what it is. St. Ray's should have had a better game against LaSalle with the depth that St. Ray's has. St. Ray's, they're deep. They loaded. Why is St. Ray's struggling? I'll tell you why. It's the guy that's calling the plays, and that comes from another football person. Davies gets the 2. Well, it says 1 point, but I thought it was 2 points from Tiverton. Gets the forfeit. North Providence, man, goes up there and handles business with Charahoe. How bad is Charahoe? 38-6. I heard Charahoe girls volleyball is representing. So big shout out to Charahoe girls volleyball. Maybe you can go up there and help the football team out. Johnston and East Greenwich, man. Johnston picked up the win on EG, 21-14. Johnston playing some decent football. They getting it done. First quarter, Stephen O'Brien scored a 4-yard run. Jaden Ponce with the kick. Stephen O'Brien on a 2-yard run. On the third quarter, Johnston, Evan Perrin scored on a 27-yard pass from Ethan Archibald. Jason Shinno with a conversion for that run. EG, Spencer Padula scored on a 4-yard run from Harrison. Then the fourth quarter, EG, Mark Bradshaw scores on a 4-yard run. So that brought that score to Johnston 21, EG 14. They hanging on. Oh, yeah, that Pondegansa is spicy. Yeah, that Pondegansa stuff is getting crazy. Coventry beat down by Lincoln, and Lincoln has been struggling. So what does that tell you about the Okies? What's going on over there? Listen, man, 37-15, the final over there. Coventry and Lincoln. And Lincoln is not a good football team right now. Let's see what they have here for box scores. The Okies have Stembridge, 1 attempt, 0 yards. Let's see. Jones, 1 for 3. All right, we're going to tune back in a minute. Wins, not everybody, the older coaches. They want to cry. They want to go to these RIIL meetings, and they want to cry. We're not competitive. We can't do this. I can't be in. What are we doing here?
Oh, he wilding right now.
Stay out here. Rhode Island, stand up, man. I'm trying to put on for my city.
Football in Rhode Island, bro.
I'm trying to put on for my city, man.
Be honest with you, I'm pissed off.
D1, but I don't want to be called D2.
Getting things correct in the most timely manner possible.
But we're never going to win a championship. Oh, has some winners, has some losers.
So don't try to mislead these listeners.
It was ugly. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to get in trouble, but it was probably one of the ugliest games I've ever seen.
This is why people need to make noise, bring this to the light, so these people can be exposed and be embarrassed. I think they should be embarrassed.
And what we can do to fix it.
Because you like the person. Oh, that's my dog. But he told me not to tell anybody, so.
But boy, the repercussions.
Jesus Christ.
All right. I'm back. Yeah, Coventry falling to Lincoln was insane. Lincoln picking up 37 to Coventry. Jones, 1 for 3, a 2-yard pass. What went on during that game? But Coventry rushing Stembridge with 8 carries for 108 yards. Sickle, 5 for 58 yards. Watts, 2 for 73. Cam Jones, 2 minus 21 yards. What a tough game for my man Cam Jones over there. And let's see if Lincoln sent in anything. Damn, Lincoln. You can't make this shit up. All zeros. No, you know, I just can't stomach it how teams cannot update their max preps, man. But even worse, man, how did Coventry get beat down like that by Lincoln? You know, how does that happen? Mount Hope and Mount Pleasant, you know, Mount Hope doing what everybody's been doing to Mount Pleasant all year long, 52-16. It's coaching. You didn't want to bring in a coach that can coach a team like Mount Pleasant. You're not going to get it done with what you have over there. I'm sorry. Look, a lot of people say what they want about Julio. I think Julio would have been the best fit for Mount Pleasant, but you didn't even give him an interview. You just slapped him in the face like that. And then Julio goes, applies for a college. Bang, they take him right in. So what does that tell you? Bishop Hendricken and Central, I already told you. Bishop Hendricken, you know, Bishop Hendricken and Central, that game yesterday, you know, Central doing what it can in the first half, but towards the end of the game, Bishop Hendricken just shut Central out the second half of the game. Jay said I with 59 yards for the game. Brito 196 passing yards. Jay Jackson 77 receiving yards. And of course, you know, Mike Washington ain't putting no damn stats up. Shout out to Mike though. Portsmouth and Cumberland, you know, Portsmouth, you know, had a couple of Division II games the last couple of weeks, and Portsmouth, you know, handled their job with, you know, putting 40-something up on West Warwick. The week before, putting 40 up on Westerly. Portsmouth quarterback, a fifth-year player, reclassified. You know, their running back, I think he's a superstar. You know, so Portsmouth really, really going to be a threat in the top 4. I'm sorry, in the top 6, Portsmouth's definitely going to be one of your top 6 best teams this season. Yeah, Portsmouth definitely going to be one of the top teams this year. Damn, I hate when it does that shit. Portsmouth definitely going to be one of your top teams come this season inside the standings. There we are. What's up, man? Now I can see. Yeah, Portsmouth definitely doing what they're doing. Adam Coney with a 41-yard rushing touchdown puts Portsmouth up 6-0. A 2-point conversion failed by Portsmouth. Cumberland with a possession. Portsmouth kicked off to Cumberland. Cumberland has the ball on their 40. Cumberland couldn't do nothing with that. They turned over on downs. And then Portsmouth, number 3, again with a 50-yard pass to Joel Sanderson for a touchdown, bringing the game to 12-0. Then Portsmouth, Luke Brandes rushed for a 2-point conversion, making it 14-0. Portsmouth kicks off to Cumberland. Cumberland has the ball on Portsmouth's 45. Cumberland completed for a touchdown, giving them their 6 points, an extra point made. Cumberland kicks off to Portsmouth. They start off on the 33-yard line. Cumberland intercepts a Portsmouth pass, has the ball in their 38, but can't do nothing with it. So Cumberland turns it over. And then another touchdown by Joe Sanderson with a 2-yard run. Extra point, making it 21-7. 3-and-out, 4-and-out, Portsmouth takes over the ball in the 40. Long story short, and that was just halftime. Portsmouth wins that one, 35-7. I said Cumberland wasn't going to win another game the rest of the year. I mean, what do they have? They have North Kingstown coming up. They might have St. Ray's. So, Cumberland is not going to win another game the rest of the season. So they might end up in the bottom 4 teams as long with Burrillville, with Central. We'll see who else is going to be down there. You can only have 4 on the bottom. Pontegansett shuts out Rogers. Now, Pontegansett is scoring touchdowns not only at the school dance, because that's crazy what happened at the school dance last season. Like, who would think of a teacher is going to take 2 students? But she took on 2 students. Mrs. Crins over there at Pontegansett definitely takes sexual education to a whole new level in high school. Oh, check this out. And the principal sent a legal notice to members of the school committee saying, yo, you take that back or I'm going to sue your ass. But, yeah, it's getting spicy. I actually have the actual notice. Let me see if I get it. Let's see if I can do this. Here it is. Boom. Check that out. Coming from Pontegansett. Pontegansett's principal saying, I didn't know. You knew, lady. You definitely knew. Lawyer up. Lawyer up there saying everybody at Pontegansett is lawyering up. Pontegansett about to get sued. Pontegansett about to get sued. So crazy. Like, you went a couple years knowing that one of your teachers was banging on a student. That's crazy. And people look the other way. Just like, how does a teacher go to a dance with a student? Like, yo, you might date. Like, yo, insane. Insane. How does the teacher wear matching outfits as the student? Insane. But yeah, yo, and I'm sure that the state police, what the state police is doing, the state police is going to build a case. They're going to send it to the grand jury because the teachers union got involved. Once the teachers union got involved, they shut down all the major news media outlets. 12, 10, 6, none of them is talking about a teacher banging out students. But we're going to talk about that later on. Shout out to what Pontegansett going on during their gym class, man. I don't know. But crazy. Cranston West beats up on Barrington. No surprise there. So them are basically your Rhode Island High School football games that went on last night. And today you got Scituate and Tollgate in progress. East Providence and SK. East Providence was in number 2. Then you got Hope, EWG, North Kingstown and Burrillville. That game should be taken off at in about 12 minutes. Cranston East and Central Falls. Smithfield, Juanita Sanchez, Wesley Moses Brown, a 2:30 game. Today, Wesley got their Saturday game, so get down there to Moses Brown and show support for them programs. Narragansett, North Smithfield High School. Shout out to North Smithfield. North Smithfield undefeated right now. North Smithfield and Classical, the 2 teams that are undefeated. Pilgrim And Classical at 3 p.m. I mean, that should be an easy win for Classical. So, yeah, so the game of the week for Division 4, anyway, got to be that North Smithfield Narragansett game. St. Mark's and St. George's. St. George's 0-4. They struggling. Absolutely. But there you have it. That's all the scores from Friday night. You know, we're going to see what goes on with this lady. But here's a note from the lawyer. They lawyering up at Ponagansett. Pono is lawyering up. Money going to be floating around everywhere. I'll tell you what, if I was that student's family, I'm going to be like, yo, you molested my kid for 3 years. The school knew about it. Screw you. Pay me. And that's probably just what's going to happen.
That's the bad guy. Bad guy. Bad guy. That's the bad guy. The bad guy. The bad guy. Commission.
Throughout the football season, every Friday night, we bring you exclusive sideline access and post-game interviews. We go straight to the head coaches, asking tough questions live.